that live streaming session, the vibes. Welcome guys, wherever you're watching from, wherever you're streaming from, a big shout out, a big shout out, a big shout out to you. It's a special, special day. It's a nice day. Hope you had a nice day. Hope you having a nice day. Hope you're having a nice night. Wherever you're from, wherever you are, wherever the time is where you are. Hope you're good. Alright. Here's for today's coda, and you already know. Okay, today is Wednesday, and you know Wednesday is all about love and relationship. So that's all we'll be talking about today, love and relationship. And the special, special, special topic for today is the role of trust in love. Moving on, open today's session in the name of the Father and of the Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Give me a second. The deciding factor for every relationship, yeah, but should be told, for a relationship to have lasting success, for a relationship to thrive, beyond, how probably you've envisioned it, or last beyond the time, or, test of time, it requires more than just love. And one of the key factors or key foundations of love or beautiful relationship or successful relationship is trust. This is just like, you having trust in someone, and having trust in someone is about you like believing in someone, regardless of the conditions, regardless of the circumstances of the situation, because trust is very much essential for you to have a successful relationship. And now it's not just about trust in the person, but about trust in love. You can have trust in somebody, but the person would fail you. But if you have trust in love itself, and probably what you offer, what you give, and probably what both of you have, it will be easier, to stand the test of time. Let me break it down in a lame understanding. Let's say you like someone or you love someone, yeah. Now, just as you require love for a relationship to thrive, but one of the foundations of a strong and lasting relationship is trust, yeah. But now you don't just have trust in the person, because there's a saying that if you put your trust in man, man will fail you. Man generalizes both man and woman get. You put your trust in human will fail you. But rather than putting your trust in the person, like I always say, in a relationship, yeah, your partner comes first, or rather the relationship comes first. Your partner comes second before yourself. For you to have a long and lasting relationship, you have to be selfless about it. Now, instead of putting your trust in your partner or placing your trust in a human or an individual, rather place that trust in love. Because now some persons may mess up in relationship, and it may be their fault, and sometimes it may not be their fault. Sometimes maybe knowingly, sometimes maybe unknowingly, sometimes maybe intentionally, sometimes maybe unintentionally. And some persons may mess in a relationship because probably they may feel, okay, my partner isn't in the same, scale or the same mode or the same energy or frequency with me. So I think probably he's cheating on me, and okay, then I'll have to cheat back, or she's cheating on me, I'll have to cheat back. That's why sometimes in relationship, not rather, not sometimes, most times you don't have to make assumptions. Wherever you feel uneasy in relationship, ask your partner, lay out your feelings, lay out your emotions. I know sometimes you're scared to be vulnerable, but on that foundation of any strong and lasting relationship is laid on vulnerability. You have to be vulnerable to have a successful relationship. Believe me. Hi, CLG, you're welcome. What's good? Now back to what I was saying. Instead of you placing your trust in the person or your partner, place your trust in the love itself, because love conquers all, yeah. And just as love forgives, love is kind, love erases some kind of things. There are some things that you may be going through, or some things your partner may be doing to you, and you may not know how to react, but because of the love, you just overlook or react in a way that is pleasing. You understand? Hi Roshni, what's good? You're welcome. So rather than placing your trust in your partner, place your trust in the love itself. Because now the love is what brings both of you together. It's the bond, yeah. And now what solidifies that bond is the trust, the commitment, the open and honest communications. So the other factors that contribute to love and relationship thriving. But love is what brings you guys together, or what attracts you guys, or this deciding factor of relationship. Yeah. So rather than placing your trust in your partner, place your trust in that love itself. Place your trust in that deciding factor. But now, trust, like I said, is very much essential in love. It plays a huge role in love. Likewise, it plays a huge role in having a successful relationship. So even if your partner messes up, because you've placed your trust in that love, And love conquers all things, and love forgives ourselves. Instead of being so mad at your partner or mad at your spouse that you don't know, probably go away or break up. But because of the trust in love, and you understand that, yeah, love can restore things, even if it may take you a while, but love can restore things. It will be easier for you to forgive than when you just place your trust in the human or your partner alone rather than the love. You get me? So now moving on to today's topic, the role of trust in love. Trust is often seen as the foundation of any strong, lasting relationship. Just as I said earlier, it serves as the glue that holds two individuals together. Now, what does it do? It allows them to feel safe. It allows you and your partner to feel valued, and allows them to feel understood as well. Now, one thing you should understand about trust in relationship is that without trust, love struggles to grow. And when a relationship becomes vulnerable to doubt, insecurity, and fear, it will be harder for the relationship to thrive. It will be harder for you to have a long lasting relationship. It will be hard for you to have a successful relationship because you need trust. Sometimes you may fall in love with someone. Like I would always say, one of the greatest feelings on earth is to love and be loved. That's when the feelings is mutual, the feelings are mutual, understand? But now, why love start first with an individual? One person may fall in love first before the other falls in love second. Or one person may, just as we were saying, pigeon, one person may catch feelings before the other catches the feelings, yeah. But trust now involves both parties, coming together to agree that, see, in this relationship, yeah, we have to trust in ourselves. We have to put trust as the deciding factor, as the strongest foundation of our love, as the strongest foundation of this relationship, so that this relationship can thrive. Is the glue that holds two individuals together. It allows them to feel safe. It allows them to feel valued. It allows them to feel understood. Sometimes we be in a relationship and you may feel my partner doesn't see me. I don't feel heard. I don't feel valued. It may be because there's no trust, there's no foundation that is gluing both of you together. There's sometimes we be in a relationship with someone, and probably the person is at work, and what is going through your head is, okay, what is this guy doing at work? What is this girl doing at work? Or probably he or she is in that city. This normally happens in long distance relationships. You need trust in order for a long distance relationship to work or to try, because this is somebody you are not seeing. This is someone that you're just living your life on vibes and probably believe that, okay, she wouldn't cheat on me, or she wouldn't cheat on me, or the way I love her is the same way, because you can't properly say if someone would do something or not without that trust. So trust is that foundation, is that glue that holds two individuals together. Love may be the deciding factor, but trust is the strongest foundation, because now both of you, just like a partnership, just like you're signing a deal with someone. Okay, yeah, this deal lasts for 5 years, and throughout these 5 years you'll be paid so amount every month, or so amount at the end of the year. That's how trust works. Trust is you and your partner signing an agreement. I don't mean like you have to go to the court of law and like sign an agreement. I mean, there has to be that commitment. There has to be that mutuality based on the agreement, based on, we need this relationship to last. Yeah, we need this relationship to be successful. We need this relationship to be long and lasting. So yeah, both of us have to do everything it takes to make this relationship last. Both of us have to do everything it takes to make this relationship a long-term successful relationship. Both of us have to do everything it takes, regardless of what we are feeling. We have to share to each other our feelings. We have to hear each other out. We have to be open and honest in our communication. We have to be committed. We have to have shared values and shared responsibilities for this relationship to work. And are you willing to do this with me? If yes, I'm also willing to do this with you. It is both of them agreeing, and that agreement now serves as a glue, and that glue serves as the trust that holds relationship together. Now, what does it do? It allows both of them to feel safe. Now, regardless of their proximity, if like this one is in Africa, this one is in America, the relationship has to try, because both of them have agreed to stay together regardless of the situation and circumstances, regardless of the temptations. Sometimes relationship, when you're single, you don't have like people coming at you, but when it just become official, like you're in a relationship, that's when people start sliding in your DMs. That's when like chicks start surrounding, be like, oh boy, you found boy. That's when guys start comparing to you. Come on, girl, you're hot. Come on, girl, you're this, you're that. You'll be like, when I was seeing you guys, did you realize this? You guys play with me, but now I'm in a relationship. What? So now, and one thing about trust is that It's not about you saying, I'm trustworthy, I'm loyal, I'm this, I'm loyal to my partner, I'm loyal to my husband, I'm loyal to my spouse, my spouse can trust in me, my partner can trust in me. No, trust is really tested when you're faced with a situation where you compromise your love for your partner, or compromise your love for your spouse, or compromise your love for your husband, or compromise your love for your wife. When you're faced with that situation and you are able to tell yourself, nah, I can't do this, I can't hurt my partner, the Bible says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. What you wouldn't want done to you, you shouldn't do that to anybody. So when you're faced with situation or a challenge where you know that, yeah, if you do this, it will definitely hurt your partner, and you're able to scale out of that situation without indulging or without falling into that temptation, let me use temptation. That's when you can say, okay, yes, I'm loyal to my spouse, I'm loyal to my husband, I'm loyal to my wife. That's when you can say, yes, you are trustworthy. You know that you just say, oh man, I'm trustworthy. Trustworthy is not by a mouth. Hi, learning with science. Hi, what's good? Trustworthy is not by you saying I'm trustworthy. Don't worry, can't trust. Nah, it's when you face with such situations. It's when you face with such tribulations. All right, when you face with such trials, and it's like it's on the choke level. That bruh, come on, can I stand this? This is trust. Is when like a hot guy approaches you and probably you're in a relationship already. A hot guy approaches you and tells you, girl, you're fine. Come on, girl, you cute. Can I get your number? Can we go on a date? Just something like, and after the date, they just hang out like, till the night falls. Are you good? And you are struggling to give this guy your number. And if by adventure you give him your number, you guys go on a date and something leads to another, bruh, you're falling off the trust. Now you can't say you're trustworthy anymore, because now you couldn't stand that trial. You can only say you're trustworthy when a hot guy meets you when you're in a relationship and you're able to tell the guy, I'm sorry, I appreciate the fact that you approached me reasonable. I'm sorry, I'm in a relationship and I wouldn't want to hurt my partner. And this goes likewise for guys too. When you're in a relationship, that's not when you want to now your partner or your wife or your spouse feel some type of way that, see, I have a lot of girls, so you should feel opportune, or you should feel lucky, or that you're my girl. Come on, see the love. Nah, you shouldn't do that, bro. You should have integrity. Come on, you should have integrity. You get me? So trust is usually tested, or you can only say you're trustworthy when you're faced with situations when you can now. Okay, see one thing you should understand about trust, yeah. When you fall off trust, or when you fall off being loyal, or when you fall off a test that tests your loyalty to your spouse or your partner or your husband or your wife, now that trust you've broken, yeah, you shouldn't see it as if it's like you've hurt someone. You should see it as something that you've disappointed yourself, because now you couldn't keep up. You don't have integrity. Trust is a form of integrity in the world of a relationship, because now it's what is gluing you and another person, is what is gluing you and someone you claim to love. So if you fall off that trust, or you betray that loyalty, come on, you're not a man of integrity. You're not a woman of integrity. So you should see um um cheating, or yeah, you should see cheating as a betrayal to your spouse or to your partner, to your husband or to your wife, as a breach of an agreement, as a breach of a trust, as a breach of that glue that holds you and your partner together. So trust is very much essential for any relationship to be long and lasting. Trust is very much essential for any relationship to be successful. Like I said, when there's trust, it will allow you and your partner to feel safe, to feel valued, and to feel understood. And without that trust, love will struggle to grow. The relationship will become vulnerable to doubt, to become vulnerable to insecurity, and to become vulnerable to fear as well. So you need trust as much. Excuse me, please. I'm sorry, my network is kind of fluctuating. When love is struggling to grow, you wouldn't enjoy the relationship. You will feel you're not giving your, or rather, it's not reciprocated. It's just like you're giving 100% of yourself, and someone is giving like 30%. Come on, it wouldn't work. It can't work. For relationship to work, it has to be 100. You feel me? It has to be mutual. Everything has to go together. Everything has to be on the balance. It has to be on an equilibrium scale. Yeah, I have to be all in. You have to be all in. That's when the vulnerability comes in. But when there's no trust, now the relationship becomes vulnerable to doubt. It becomes vulnerable to insecurity, and it becomes vulnerable to fear as well. But now the role trust plays in love is a huge skill. It goes beyond, it's a huge skill. Come on. Now, one thing you should understand about trust in relationship. Hi, Stephen Curry, what's good? Or Stephen Curry, what's good? You're welcome. One thing you should understand about trust is that, like I said, it's one of the strongest factor or foundation of love is that trust builds emotional security. Like I said, lack of trust makes the relationship vulnerable to doubt, vulnerable to insecurity and fear, and love struggles to grow. But when there's trust, it builds emotional security. In a loving relationship, trust provides emotional security. When you trust your partner, you know that they have your best interest at heart. Even when they are not around, you don't feel bugged up. You don't feel a type of way. You don't feel uneasy. You don't feel insecure because you know they have your best interest at heart, and you have their best interest at heart also because it's mutual. And so now you don't need to second guess their motives. If they are like 30 minutes late or 25 minutes late, things don't go through your head. You understand? Probably it's traffic. You don't just come to an uneasy conclusion. Your mind is at peace. Your mind is at rest. You don't just second guess their motives, and you can be vulnerable with them without feeling fear or feeling or fear of being judged or hurt or betrayed. When there's no trust here, your vulnerability becomes prone to doubt, it becomes prone to insecurity and fear. But when there's trust, now you can be vulnerable. Just like I would always say, vulnerability is one of the foundations of having a long lasting and beautiful and successful relationship, because now you'll be able to relate your emotions, relate your feelings, relate your deep thoughts and innermost feelings with your partner without feeling judged, without feeling hurt, and without feeling betrayed. And relating all these, your partner also will listen actively and attentively to you. Security helps both partners open up emotionally, leading to deeper connection and intimacy. And when you have a deeper connection and intimacy with your partner, or with your spouse, or with your husband, or with your wife, now your relationship is on a deeper scale. It's on another level. Yeah, the relationship can stand the test of time because there's the kind of connection you have with someone that's beyond the physical. Like you don't need to say something, the person understand what you're trying to say. That's what trust builds in a relationship. It builds that emotional security that you can feel what your partner feels, or you can feel what partner you're going through and understand them in a deeper way, an intimate level, without them having to say something. Now you're like a safe haven to them. That's what trust does. Hi Nati, where are you from? All right, hi Nati, I'm from Nigeria. Nigeria is in Africa, precisely West Africa. Shout out to you. What about you, Nati? Where are you viewing from? Where are you from? Now this brings us to the next, open communication. And I think trust does in relationship, or rather love, is that trust enables open communication. Now, like I said, like I've always seen in almost all our relationship sessions, communication is one of the strongest factor of relationship, because without communication you can't understand what someone is going through. And not just communication, open communication, because it has to be honest and it has to be effective as well. When a communication is not effective, you can't call it a complete communication, because a communication needs feedback for it to be called an effective communication. Now, trust enables open communication, because when you have trust in someone and the person has trust in you, and that trust is the gluing factor deciding your relationship, communication becomes the key to your relationship. Like, communication is the key to any relationship, not just a relationship. It's the key. It's another deciding factor of a relationship. But trust makes it easier. You know why? Because when both partners trust each other, they can openly express their feelings. That's why I said open and honest communication. They can openly express their needs, and concerns without holding back. Honesty fosters understanding and allows couples to navigate challenges together without feeling a fear of being judged, or feeling some type of way, or feeling less of themselves. On the flip side, when trust is lacking, communication often become guarded, because now you don't want to lose yourself, you don't want to be vulnerable. Now you be like, you become secretive or secretive and stuff. Because now when there's no trust, now there'll be hidden, there'll be suspicious, there'll be hidden meanings, and this can lead to disconnection. So trust is very much essential in a relationship, because it enables open communication, because you feel safe, you feel secure to relay your feelings, your emotions, your needs, and your concerns with your partner without holding back. And since the communication is open and honest, your partner will be willing, attentive, and active to listen to you as well without judging you. Understand? And having empathy also, because empathy is another deciding factor of relationship. How cool. I'm from South Africa, that's why I asked, because your accent is familiar. Oh, shout out to you, Nathy. Shout out to you, shout out to you. Hope essay good. Hopefully one day I'll visit South Africa. I'm a dancer, so South Africa and Ghana are one of the countries, or rather are two of the countries I've always wanted to visit. I see South Africa, I see Ghana and the US. These are countries I'll visit by God, because I love, the dances. So shout out to you, Natty. And that in trust does in love is that trust reduces jealousy and insecurity. One of the things, or two of the things, that leads love astray, or leads partners astray, or corrupts love relationship is jealousy and insecurity. Now, jealousy can be healthy. You understand? When you feel like a little bit of jealousy in your relationship, this is your feelings remind you that, oh more, I really do love this person. I wouldn't want this person to hurt me. But one thing you should understand in relationship is that if you're in a relationship with someone and you love this person, do not put your partner to test. Never do, because it's unhealthy. What I mean by never put your partner to test is that, the surprise is that when they're in a relationship, that's when they want to remind their partner that, see, before you were, I was. Or rather, before you came, I love girls around me. So whenever these girls are around, I don't want you to feel a type of way. I just want you to understand that this is my type of person. No, bro, that's bullshit. I'm sorry, that's nonsense. I'm sorry, that's rubbish. You should never put your partner to test, probably because you want to make her feel jealous, or you want to make him feel jealous, or you want to make him feel a type of way. No, because it can lead to jealousy and it can lead to insecurity. So you should never do that. So another thing I said trust does, that trust reduces jealousy and it reduces insecurity. If you're with me, if you're having a good time, if you are learning, please, give this video a like, if you're learning one or two things, if I'm saying one or two things that sounds nice, please, give this video, a like. You can also share this video to your friends or your family, or your loved ones, so they can come and also have a good time with us. And this live stream is always online. After this live stream, it will still be on my channel, so you can share it so they can watch it. So yeah, moving on, I said trust reduces jealousy and insecurity. Trust helps to minimize jealousy and insecurity in a relationship, truth be told, because when trust is present, both parties and both partners are confident in their love and commitment to one another. Both partners are confident in their love, they are confident in their commitment to one another. See, I mentioned two things. I said they are confident in their love and they are confident in their commitment to one another. Why it's love and commitment is because love is the deciding factor, but commitment is like the glue. Commitment is like trust, just as two individuals coming together to agree that, come on, for this in this relationship, we have to be open, we have to be honest, we have to trust each other. And that openness, that honesty, that trust surrounds or revolves around commitment. So both partners are confident in their love and their commitment to one another. They don't worry about their partner's interactions with others or feel the need to control their actions. They don't worry excessively about it. But like I said, because your partner doesn't worry about it, doesn't mean you should always put it in his face or put it in that face or in her face. Now, it can be very much unhealthy if you do it too much or you do it very unnecessarily. It can be very much unhealthy, and even if trust reduces jealousy, that can make your partner jealous as well, and it may turn out to be something else when you do it continuously or constantly, or trying to just show it in her face or her face that I'm a type of guy I like this, I like. Nah, you shouldn't do that. But trust reduces jealousy and insecurity, because your partner doesn't have to worry about your interaction with other people or feel they need to control your actions. But one thing you should understand, that without trust, even small things like a girl just telling you hi, what's up, or a guy just telling you, girl, hi, what's up, just or a friendly conversation with their friend or someone, it can trigger feelings of jealousy or insecurity. So just as I would say, you should never rub it in your partner's face that, see, I'm a fine guy, say girls are rushing me, or I'm a fine girl, say guys are rushing me. Never breach your trust in relationship, because if trust is breached, see, the littlest, as little as the conversation may be, as little as the girl may just be like, oh, your dress looks nice, or the guy may just be like, oh, your dress looks nice, or you look good. Come on, see, your partner, it may trigger feelings of jealousy, or may trigger feelings of insecurity. So you have to guard your trust you have with your partner. You have to guard your relationship. You have to guard it, because trust is the foundation. So you should never allow anything to breach that trust, because when that trust is breached, it may be hard to restore that trust. And when trust is breached in a relationship, it will be hard for you to have a successful relationship, because whatever you're doing, your partner may have, an ulterior motive, or a second thought, a second guess about you. And that way, your partner would never feel safe, would never feel at peace, and the relationship would never remain healthy or go back to its, thriving state. So you should never allow anything, for any reason, breach the trust you have in your relationship. And that thing trust does in relationship is that it promotes forgiveness and healing. Like I said, love conquers all, but trust is a deciding factor. So trust promotes forgiveness and healing in relationship as well. In any relationship, mistakes are inevitable. They are inevitable because we are human. So sometimes we make mistakes, just like I mentioned earlier. It could be intentionally, it could be unintentionally, it could be knowingly, it could be unknowingly. So in any relationship, just as individuals will make mistakes, relationship as well, mistakes are inevitable. But trust allows partners to forgive each other when those mistakes happen. When trust is strong, you believe that your partner didn't intentionally hurt you, and that they will work to make amends. That's one thing you should understand about trust. I'll say that again. When trust is strong, that's why I said you should never breach trust in a relationship. When trust is strong, you believe that your partner didn't intentionally hurt you, and that they will do all it takes to make amends, because they wouldn't want to breach the trust and breach the relationship, or breach the foundation that glues and holds the relationship. Now, this belief helps that healing process, allowing both partners to move forward and grow together. But without trust, it's difficult to overcome hurt, as every mistake feels like a potential betrayal. Just like I said earlier, without trust, it will be hard, because everything will trigger what happened. Everything will trigger the feelings of probably what happened earlier, will trigger insecurity. But when there's trust, the healing process will be easier. The healing process will be faster, because both parties or both partners will come together and move forward and grow together, because you believe that your partner didn't intentionally and wouldn't intentionally hurt you, and would go out of his way or her way to make amends. But when that trust is breached, or when there's no trust at all, come on, it's difficult to overcome hurt. You feel everything this guy is doing is just to hurt me intentionally. You feel everything this girl is doing is just to hurt me intentionally. And anything this person wants to do, they just feel like a potential betrayal. So always guard the trust you have in your relationship. It's very much essential, because it promotes forgiveness and healing in relationship. And that in trust does is that trust strengthens commitment. I've already said commitment revolves around open communication and honesty. Trust strengthens commitments. Trust solidifies the commitment in your relationship, or in a relationship. Because when you trust someone, you believe in the future of your relationship, and you are willing to invest in it. If you don't trust in someone, it's just like, okay, let me use a practical example. Why do you open accounts with bank? Because you trust that they wouldn't run away with your money, yeah? So, or rather, let me use this Piggyverse as an example. Piggyverse is an online platform where you can save money. You haven't seen any physical structure where you can go and say, you guys, my money is in your bank, oh, please don't run away with my money. But it's just an online feature. But now, they've stood, or they stand the test of time, or they've stood the test of time, and now there are recommendations, that they are proving statements, or proving, facts, or proving theories to show that, yeah, these people are reliable. And now you haven't seen them, you don't even know who the operatives are, but you are on a daily or every month you save your money with Piggyverse. There are other platforms like that. This is because you trust in the platform not to run away with your money, or not to lose guard your funds. That's what trust does in relationship. it solidifies the relationship. You believe in the future of a relationship and you are more willing to invest in it. You feel confident in your partner's loyalty and the shared values you both uphold. The sense of security fuels this sense of security, it fuels a deeper level of commitment, making the relationship more resilient against challenges or temptations. Just as we have that, they have all these online banks. I have one. I use one. It's called Kuda. Kuda. I haven't seen the physical structure where I stay, in Abuja, Nigeria, but I think they have a physical structure in Lagos. But whenever banks are having, a breakdown in network or network failure, you see Kuda branches are telling you, go open Kuda, guy, because no matter the network, Kuda would always deliver. This is because now there's a trust we have on Kuda. Even if we haven't seen a physical structure, we just know that regardless of the facts, Kuda will deliver us. We can't go to a restaurant and eat and be stranded or not have the means to pay that, saying our banks are not opening. Nah, that sometimes that Kuda may have, a network issue, probably maintenance, and people want to bring about all these false, theories that these people run away with your money. Nah, we don't feel that because now, over time, that trust has been built. That trust has become the foundation of the partnership or the foundation of you being a customer. That's just how it is in a relationship, because relationship is more like a partnership. You and someone coming together to decide that yes, this relationship has to work. This relationship has to be long term. This relationship has to go beyond what other people may feel. We have to reduce the outside noise because now it's both of us in this together. So let's make this relationship work. Let's uphold the security. Let's uphold the commitment in this relationship. And you can't uphold all this. You can't uphold all these without trust. So like I said, when you trust in someone, you believe in the future of a relationship and you're more willing to invest in it. Hi Gabby, what's good? You're welcome. You feel confident in your partner's loyalty and the shared values you both uphold. And this sense of security, it fuels a deeper level of commitment and it makes the relationship more resilient against challenges or temptations. Whenever you're in a relationship, that's when temptations will come, like you face your left, you face your right, you look front, you look back, temptations are all around. Your nickname said me turn to temptation. Yeah, back. Yeah, I can see you. Shout out to you, Gabby. Your nickname said me turn to temptation because now it's like when you just enter a relationship, that's when BBC, CNN, Al Jazeera, Arise will just announce Koda is in a relationship, Gabby is in a relationship, Nati is in a relationship, Stephen Curry is in a relationship. Oh yeah, all of you that liked him before, all of you here has toasted, all of you here has come. Come on, that's when the temptations will be at a rise. But come on, you have to be very careful because now you're in a relationship. So you have to safeguard and not lose track of the person you're in a relationship with. Understand? And that in trust does in love is that it builds and it rebuilds trust. Or rather, building and rebuilding trust. Sometimes you may mess up, sometimes you may do something very crazy, sometimes you may lose trust, or sometimes your partner may lose trust in you. Now, building and rebuilding trust can be very hard. Building and rebuilding trust can be somewhat difficult because trust isn't always automatic. It's built over time through consistent actions, consistent honesty, and consistent reliability. So whenever trust is breached, believe me, it may be hard. Sometimes, see, whenever trust is breached, sometimes you may not be lucky enough to safeguard your relationship. You may not be lucky enough to get back your relationship the way it was because trust is something that is built over time. Now imagine you've been in a relationship with someone for like 5 years, or you've been married to someone for like 10 years, and on the 11th year now this person now cheats. Come on, what do you want to say? You'd be like, we've been in this relationship or been married for like 10 years, that's a decade, and on the 11th year he's cheating on you. Come on, you'll be like broken down. You feel me? You'll be like broken down because it's not like something that you can just switch off and switch on. Trust takes time. Just as building a house, you dig, you lay the foundation, you put the rods, you fill in concrete, you put the blocks layer by layer by layer by layer. That's how trust is. the more the relationship thrives, the more the trust thrives. The more the relationship thrives, the more the trust thrives. Now you now breach, come on. It's just like you building a house now. Probably you're building a 3-story building. Now you've done are you a rapper? I'm not. Am I so fast? I'm sorry. Probably you're building like a 3-story building now. You've done the ground floor, you've done the first, you've done the second. Now something just happened, or a flood, or scattered, like, come on, scattered, not like scattered everything, just scattered like half of the third floor and some part of the second floor. You'll be like, so how do you want to start from? How do you want to start from? You'll be like, okay, you be confused. That's how trust is. When trust is breached, it will be hard to rebuild, because it's not automatic. It's not like a switch that you switch on today and you guys are good. You switch off tomorrow, you guys are good. Nah, it doesn't work that way. It's built over time through consistent actions, through consistent honesty and reliability, and it requires both partners showing up for each other and keeping their promises. Now, when one of the parties breaches a promise, how do you think the other will feel? The other will feel broken, and if the other partner is broken, or rather the other party is broken, that trust is broken. But trust can still be rebuilt, but it takes time. It doesn't just take time, it takes patience. And it doesn't just take patience, it takes effort from both parties or both sides. Rebuilding trust now involves transparency, it involves accountability, and it involves willingness to forgive. Because now one party has messed up. Now that party that has messed up has to be transparent now, consistently, has to be accountable now, and now the other party has to be willing to forgive. Because, excuse me, if the other partner, or rather the other party, isn't willing to forgive, no matter what the one that messed up does, if I let him turn to transparent himself, bruh, it'll be hard to rekindle that trust, because trust involves both parties coming together to agree that yes, we have to make this work through consistent action, through consistent honesty, and we have to be able to rely on each other, that you wouldn't mess me up, or you wouldn't fall my hands, or you wouldn't let me go. But now, when that is breached, it involves transparency, accountability, and the willingness to forgive. Sometimes, why trust is harder to rebuild is when one of the parties isn't willing to forgive. And when one party isn't willing to forgive, there's nothing, like absolutely nothing you want to do that'll make that trust be able to be rebuilt. But when you've messed up, but now because of the love, because of the time, because of the commitment, that you and your partner has grown over time, your partner may forgive you, and may be willing to forgive you, to see how you would like act for the time being, and see if you would show remorse and repent from your mess ups, and come back to a previous or a default setting. But if your partner isn't willing to forgive you, bruh, it may be hard to rekindle or rebuild trust. So trust is very much essential. If you're just joining us, you're welcome. One thing you should leave home, or you should leave with today, is that trust is the cornerstone of a healthy and a loving relationship. It nurtures emotional security, it facilitates open communication, and it strengthens the bond between two people. When trust is present, love flourishes. When trust is absent, love struggles to survive. So, would you rather have a love that struggles to survive, or have a love that flourishes? I would rather have a love that flourishes. So, what would you rather have? If you want to have a love that flourishes, believe in me, trust has to be everly present. Trust has to be the cornerstone of a relationship. Trust has to be very much present, because that trust would be what would nurture emotional security. That trust would be what would facilitate open communication, and that trust would be what would strengthen the bond between you and your spouse, or you and your partner, or you and your husband, or you and your wife. But when that trust is absent, love will struggle to survive. And whenever love is struggling to survive, that relationship may break out, or that relationship you and your partner may break up. So, love should always be the deciding factor of a relationship, but trust should always be the cornerstone, the foundation, the deciding factor that glues you and your partner, or you and your spouse together. So trust is very much essential, and it plays a huge role in having a successful relationship. So never for any reason breach that trust you have with your partner, because when that trust is breached, it may be hard to rebuild. It's possible that yes, you can build and you can rebuild trust, but when that trust is breached, come on, it takes sometimes the grace of God for the relationship to become as it was. Because anytime your partner just looks at you, be like, I know he's thinking something. I know she's thinking something. I know even as he's going to work now, he will mess up. I know that even as she's going to work now, she'll mess up. He or she will begin to question, your actions. That's why you should try to never breach your trust. And whenever you love someone, love that person with all you've got, and make sure that person also loves you with all he or she has got, so that both of you can be vulnerable and have a successful and beautiful and sweet relationship, instead of being vulnerable and having a fear of doubt, insecurity, and fear. So trust should be the talk of the day in your relationship. Make sure you don't discard it. That brings us to the end of today's session on love and relationship, the role of trust in love. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Please do not forget to leave a like on this video. If you enjoyed this video, I'm grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wherever you're watching from, shout out to you. If it's night where you are right now, it's night where I am. To have a beautiful and a good night. Sleep good, sleep wonderfully, sleep like a baby, and wake up like a giant. Like I said, do not forget to leave a like on this video. If it's morning where you are right now, go out and exhale. May lines fall in pleasant places for you, and have a beautiful and wonderful day. If it's afternoon where you are right now, stay safe, stay calm, stay collected, stay hydrated, and do mind your business. Mind your business, guys. So guys, stay blessed. And in everything you do, I'd always say, make sure you cultivate gratitude as a lifestyle, because gratitude opens doors for more blessings. Gratitude keeps you in check. Gratitude makes you recognize the good things in your life whichever the situation. The going gets good, the going gets tough. It reminds you of your blessings and makes you stay grateful. Gratitude helps you appreciate the love of your life. Gratitude helps you appreciate love in your life. And gratitude also helps you preserve the trust you have in a relationship. Because when you are grateful for your partner, when you are grateful for your spouse, when you are grateful for your wife, when you are grateful for your husband, you wouldn't want to do anything that will make them sad or make them feel unhappy. So gratitude should be your daily routine in life. It should be a conscious practice. Gratitude also helps you recognize the good people in your life and help you appreciate them. So sometimes we may forget, but gratitude should cultivate it as a lifestyle, and it opens doors for more blessings. Just like someone gets you a gift and you show a lot of appreciation, the person will feel very much happy that, wow, I'm happy, this thing I did. Even if the person will be like, I thought this was too small, but the way you appreciate the person may be moved to more for you next time he or she has the opportunity to. So gratitude should be a lifestyle. Bless up, guys. Bless up, bless up, bless up. Please do not leave this video without leaving a like. Shout out to you. This brings us here to the end of today's session. Tomorrow is Thursdays. Thursdays are usually for family. So we've talked about love and relationship and the role of trust in love. Come through tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Let's talk about family. So thank you, guys. Have a good night. Have a good morning. Have a good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Livestream Daily, and it's all about changing the narrative. It's all about learning together. It's all about growing together. It's all about changing the stereotype of our generation. It's all about being the better versions of ourselves, and all about living a legacy on earth and living a life of impact. Shout out to you guys. You all are the real VVIPs. I appreciate you guys, steadily and consistently coming through, every day, for my live stream. Bless up with everything in me. God bless you. I love you guys so, so, so much. Please say it back. It has to be mutual now. Alright, I was you guys. I said it back. Shout out to you guys. And I remain your boy, Koda, and the vibes. And this is live stream with it, blow up. And I can't do this without you guys. So keep coming, keep coming. Let's keep having a nice time, learning together and growing together. As you're going, please leave a like on this video. Share the video. It's always be online. It's always be active. To your friends and to your family. I love you guys so much. See you same time tomorrow, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. for Family Thursdays. Shout out to you guys. Bless up. One love. For you guys that commented, shout out to you, Gabi. Shout out to you, Nati. Shout out to you, Stephen Curry. Learning with Science. Say hi. Hi. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, William. Smoke some. Nah, don't smoke, bro. Shout out to you, Roshni, and shout out to you, Seji. I appreciate you guys. Bless up, bless up, bless up. Do not forget to leave a like on this video. I love you guys so much. Peace out. See you tomorrow. Right about now. We outside. Alright, guys. Peace out, guys.